It's Ali here, and I'm talking to you today on the 6th of February 2018, and this is a really special day for me on two fronts. One, personally, it's my mum's 86th birthday, and the other, it's actually marking the centenary of the representation of the People Act, which was actually came into force 1918 on the 6th of February, and this was all about the equality for women, because it was decreed at that time that all men and some women would actually be able to vote, and of course that paved the way for the universal suffrage 10 years later. So at the moment there's really quite an issue going on in this country around equality for women, and of course, as you know, I'm a champion for equality for women over 50, and I think this is a really important day to stop and reflect about, well, how far have we actually come in reality in those 100 years? So I'm putting out a survey on my Facebook group, and I've been asking women the first of a series of equal ops type questions and questions around issues facing women over 50, a particular angle that I'm interested in, to see how they feel. How far have we come in the 100 years? So the first question I posed to my group was, do you feel that now in 2018 you actually have equality in the same way that men do? And it was a universal thumbs down, unfortunately. So just the first few votes that have come through to me, we had a staggering 34 women saying no, they do not feel they have equal opportunity when it comes to men, and only 4 women in this group are saying that they feel that they have. So this, to my mind, really raises lots and lots of issues. Now, I know there's this whole issue around an encore career, so encouraging women over 50, women over 55 to go back into the workplace. Now, that's not really what I'm about, because, to be frank, in my view, from having worked in corporates, worked in organisations and all sorts of businesses through my own consultancy for the last 30 years, my perception, my experience, although it hasn't really been a personal thing, but my observation is that so many women of all ages, but particularly over 50, are still being discriminated against today. And I have nearly 1,100 women in my group now on Facebook, and they are constantly telling me about the discrimination that they have been suffering when they are employed, at work still, or reasons why they've left, how they've been outmaneuvered, pushed to the side, stereotyped, seen as old hat, seen as unable to cope with the current technology, fears around them not wanting to take orders from a younger boss, particularly a female boss, bullying by younger women, all sorts of things, being made to feel dowdy, overweight, unappealing, and therefore pushed aside within their workplace and very unlikely to progress any further up the corporate ladder. And these are women in all sorts of occupations, women that have worked at, the real sort of trying to break through the glass ceiling level, C-suite level, all the way down to women working in clerical, admin, and those all important supportive roles. So it doesn't seem to me as though equality has really come very far in those 100 years when I listen to all these stories and these real life examples. And of course perceptions. Perceptions are really important because perceptions drive behaviour. So I'm going to be issuing a load more questions, drip feeding one a day for the next few days, to find out a little bit more about how you're feeling as a woman over 50, and particularly as a woman over 50 who still wants not just to survive, but to thrive and have that wonderful second bite of the cherry and have that lifestyle that they now feel they finally deserve, not going to work to make other people rich anymore and fulfill other people's objectives, but setting up their own thriving businesses so that they're responsible for their own financial well-being, their own decisions, and their work-life balance. And of course, that's also why I've created this wonderful BoomBoss movement, the BoomBoss becoming, if you like, your own CEO at work and play. So I'd be really, really pleased if you could answer the rest of the questions that I'm going to be issuing to the group over the next few days. Very simple poll. Would love your feedback. Really, really appreciate it, because quite a few of you have said, you know, Ali, why don't you take this further? Why don't you do more? Perhaps, you know, push it out there on the political agenda, make more noise externally. And that's what I really want to do. And of course, your views, your opinions and your support will really enable me to do that, so that we can really start to make a difference and get our views, our observations and our dreams out there for other women who are in similar positions over 50 to become inspired by us and to be able also to start to make those life-changing decisions. So as always, it's been lovely to talk to you today, and I'll connect with you again soon. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.